What's up you guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video I'm going to be showing you how I transform my wigs. I wanted to make an icy blonde gray wig with some dark roots. If you guys want to see how I achieved this look, just keep on watching. The hair that I'll be using today is from Queen Virgin Remy. So this is what the box looks like, and I do have a discount code for you guys that I'll leave in the description down below. I'm going to be using 3 bundles for this wig in 20, 22, and 24, as well as a 16-inch frontal. To protect my lace, I'm going to be using some Vaseline and spread it all over the lace. That way when we dye the lace, the dye itself doesn't leak through and ruin your frontal. We do not want that to happen. Now to dye the lace, I'm going to be using the Wella 6N611 toner. Now I'm going to be mixing that with 2 parts developer in volume 10. I already had this at home, so I'm just going to be using that. Now you just want to start parting your frontal. I'm going to be applying the dye from the root to about 1 inch out. I don't want to take it too far because I don't want to have that much root on my wig. Now remember, you still want to be careful with the dye since we don't want to ruin the lace. I know we applied Vaseline, but we just want to make sure that we are extra careful, especially around your hairline area. Now you're just going to continue this process until you are done with both sides. And again, just being very careful and cautious with the lace. What I like to do once I'm done, I just take my small tooth comb and I run it through the root of the frontal just to kind of spread out the dye and make it look like an ombre effect. So that's what I'm doing here. Next, I'm going to be repeating the same process to only one of my bundles, and that will be the shortest one, and I'm going to tell you why later. This is just going to be the same thing, adding 1 inch of the toner to make it have a darker root. I went ahead and rinsed off my frontal, and that's how it's looking now. As you can see here, we don't have any harsh lines because we combed the dye through the hair. Now what I'm going to do next, I'm going to start plucking the hairline, and I'm going to take about 1 centimeter thick section and just set that aside. I want to make sure that I start to pluck the hair behind the hairline. You don't want to start from the front because then you're going to get a bald spot, and we don't want that to happen. That's not cute. Make sure you really take your time with this process. This alone took me about 30 to 40 minutes just plucking the hairline, but trust me, trust the process. It's going to make your wig look 100 times more natural. So just take your time and keep repeating the steps. There I show you the hair that I'm taking out of it. Just look at the difference. The left side is the plucked side and the right side is unplugged, and it just looks very unnatural and not cute. Next, I'm going to start putting my pieces together. I'm going to be sewing the frontal and the bundles on a dome-shaped cap. I'm using a nude cap because the hair is blonde. I'm not going to go too in detail because I don't want to make this video an hour long, but I'm basically just sewing the frontal first. I'm using a curved needle to make this process easier and some nude thread. Once you're done, you want to start sewing the longest bundle first, and you want to go from bottom to top. and then continue with the second to longest bundle, and then finish with the bundle that we added the dye to. And that's the reason why I said to only do one bundle, because the top is the only part that you are actually going to see, and then it's going to connect with your frontal, making it look seamless. This is how it's looking now. So far, so good. Now I'm just going to cut out the excess from the cap. We don't need this part right here, so make sure you cut it off. If not, you're going to see it through your lace, and what's the point of the lace if you're gonna have a cap to cover it, right? Next, to dye the hair, I filled up this bucket a little less than halfway through, and then I'm just going to use the Adore 155 titanium color. This is a watercolor. So basically, I used the entire bottle. I had no idea what the outcome was going to be. This was my first time using this color, and I'm just going to mix it into the water, make sure that it dissolves evenly. You don't want to apply the dye directly onto your wig, because then you're gonna have some purple stains, and you don't want that. You want it to spread evenly. So just dip the hair and re-dip it as many times as possible, making sure that you saturate the entire wig completely. Now I was noticing that the dye was grasping onto the frontal pretty well. So the frontal was pretty gray with like the first dip that I did, but the ends of the hair was still pretty yellow. So what I didn't record this process, but I added about a half a bottle of Shimmer Lights purple shampoo, and that evened it out, and it worked perfectly fine. Once I felt like the hair was coated evenly, I just let it sit in the bucket with the dye for about 30 to 40 minutes. You guys, I am completely obsessed with this color. I love how ashy it is, and literally you cannot see any yellow or brassy tones at all, and I love that. Now to start styling the hair, I'm going to section off the middle section first, and I'm going to take my 1.5 inch Hot Tools curler and start curling from the root up. I like to pin curl the hair because I feel like it gives the hair just a lot more volume and bounce. Also, your curls last way longer. So I'm just going to repeat this process until I have covered the whole entire head, and I'm just going to speed through it so you guys see what I'm doing here. For the sides of the head, I want to curl and pin the hair in the direction that the hair is going to fall in. So here I'm just curling it downward and pinning it in place. For the back of the head, I'm going to do the same thing, start off in the middle and then work my way off to the sides, curling the hair and pinning it in place downward. Once you're done, this is what it should look like at the end. Now I'm just going to place the wig on my head and measure out the lace and see how it's going to sit once I glue it down. I want to make sure that all the baby hairs are out of my way so that they don't get stuck on the glue. I'm going to go in with the Bold Hold Skin Protect and spread that all over my forehead, right where the glue is going to be. I took a small break from wearing wigs, you guys, because I found out that I was really allergic to an ingredient that is used in lace glue. So today I'm trying out a new glue. I am using the Bold Hold Active Glue because I heard that was best with sensitive skin. So I hope that that one works better, because honestly, you guys, I love wearing wigs. I love that the way that they look, and I just love that you can change up, you know, your entire personality just with a wig. It's so fun. I like to cut my lace down into smaller sections. That way it's easier to work with. Also with the glue, I like to apply 3 layers. I just feel like it has a stronger hold and it just lasts longer. If you guys see that my forehead starts to get red, that's just because of the blow dryer that I'm using to melt the glue down. So yeah, I have very sensitive skin, you guys. I don't know why. Once I'm done gluing down my lace, I like to cut it off in a jagged pattern. I don't like to do a straight line. It just looks more natural. So that's it, you guys. This is how the curls look after you take them down. You can either leave it like this or do it a little more toned down and relaxed. I went ahead and did my makeup off camera for you guys just so you can see the final look. And honestly, I am so obsessed. I love the way that this wig turned out. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe if you guys want to see more videos like this. Hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it, and see you guys in my next video.